Hey loves, can you believe that you are only 48 hours away from your specific person? Isn't that just so awesome? And even if right now you don't believe it, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you are going to end up on Valentine's Day with your specific person in the perfect and most loving way possible. This is totally your reality. You create it and you can have it, because today is day 12 of our 14 days of love, where you're going to manifest for Valentine's Day. So now we're getting close to it. So we are now going to reveal that perfect relationship that you and your specific person share right here and right now. And so the main thing is always about getting into the state, right? Because right now you may even think, how is this even possible, right? Or you're like, I know for a fact I'm going to do it. So comment down below, I am going to be with my specific person for Valentine's Day, okay? I am going to manifest in 48 hours. Put either one of those, put both of those in the comments below, because I want you to get into a state of feeling as if you can truly do it. Because I can sit here and tell you every single moment that this is your reality. You can have it. Your specific person is begging to be with you. They are dying to be your Valentine, literally right here and right now. But until you fully believe it, it's not going to fully show up in your reality. I mean, I could, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to manifest it for you right here and right now. So give a thumbs up if you know that for a fact you're going to be with your specific person on Valentine's Day. And so the first thing I want to go into, and it's because when we are getting into this state, we sometimes forget that the feeling is the secret. Okay. So when we go into our techniques, sometimes we think our techniques are what is going to bring us to our specific person, or we think that there's some like magical force or entity outside of us. But news alert, news flash, it's you. You are the power that you are creating in your reality. It's totally you. So if you feel and know that you can definitely have and manifest and create and be with your specific person for Valentine's Day, then that's the feeling we want to produce. And so I'm going to give you ways and kind of something to do today in order to really get into the state. We're basically going to do a visualization, okay? So what I want you to do, and I know it seems really basic, really easy, but it can be so powerful, and I'll give you a success story about how someone kind of did this. So what I want you to do, write out, I guess it could be a journaling prompt too, visualize or write out your perfect Valentine's Day. Okay, something within your mind that is going to imply you and your specific person had the most perfect, amazing, abundant, awesome Valentine's Day. Okay, that's what I need you to do right here and right now. So either pause this video, stop it, think about it, just listen to this video, I guess, while you're thinking about it. What would be the most perfect Valentine's Day that you could ever have? What is that? Is it that you guys go out for dinner, that you have a walk in the park, that you have a snowball fight, depending on where you're at? Because where I'm at, it might kind of snow, maybe not. What is that? Maybe it's you stay in and you cook. Maybe you a romantic candlelit dinner, whatever it is. Think about that, because the more that we have this, the idea of what we want within our mind, that's how we're actually going to achieve it, succeed, and get to that point. And without that within our mind, our assumptions and our reality can't bring us to what we want. Because if we're just like, oh, I just want to be with my specific person, your reality is like, okay, but how? Do you want them to text you, to call you, go on a date with you, cook you dinner, take you out? Like, there's a million different questions. And so the details are what is so important in manifestation. And so when you do that, I also want you to do something kind of extra, okay? And I'll tell you exactly what's going to make this so powerful. So what I want you to do as well with this visualization, imagine and just go through all 5 of your senses. Okay, what are you seeing? What are you smelling? What are you tasting? What are you hearing? What are you feeling? All of that. Okay, I want you to go to every single one of your senses, if it makes sense, obviously. I mean, if you're laying out watching the stars, you're not really tasting anything, I guess, or smelling maybe crisp air, I don't know. But go through all 5 of your senses, because that's going to make it into something that is truly believable, and then we can see it in our mind and really feel it. Again, if you have a hard time visualizing, because I know some people kind of do, I just got an email about someone who is having a hard time visualizing. You can for sure do anything you want, but pick the technique that is best for you. So if you can't visualize, journal it out, because sometimes journaling kind of instigates or starts that feeling of like, it almost forces you into a visualization in the same way when you are reading a book. And so there is something extra that we're going to do. So not only are we imagining, feeling into this end state, really visualizing it, getting it detailed, what I want you to do is we need to allow this concept and idea to completely satisfy us, okay? And this is literally, along with details, this is the most important factor of this completely, okay? So I cannot be take this as seriously as possible, okay? And so what I want you to do is when you go into the state, you want to totally allow it, feel it, live it, have it be your actual reality. Okay, so that's what I want you to do tonight. Take some extra time before bed and go into that visualization. After you, I would actually write it out, even if you were going to visualize it, just write it out, because then you can really, really quickly just jump back into it. So write that out, get detailed. What is it? Where is it? All 5 of your senses, and then take some time just before bed, open it up, keep it open, and just, again, this is to manifest in 48 hours. Just make sure you give enough time to dive into this visualization and truly feel it real. And so you might be thinking, Kyle, what does that mean? Right? Like, okay, I'm going to feel it real. So what does that mean? So it's basically totally satisfying us in the way, if you were to imagine that you were eating or going to a buffet, okay? What I want the level of satisfaction we want is I want you to leave that to the point of if I can talk right now, if someone were to ask you, would you like something to eat? Again, into this visualization of a perfect buffet with all your favorite foods, and you come out of it, someone asks you, would you like something to eat? You go, no, I am completely full. Okay? And so this is a way to know that we are completely feeling, living, and actually thinking from the end. And I know you've heard Neville Goddard talk about this, and I've talked about this in my videos, but there is a huge difference between thinking of the end versus thinking from the end. Okay? And so when we are satisfied in this hunger, we are thinking from the end. We have actually lived it. It is our reality. We're not just pretending. We are actually living it. That's the level of conviction that I want you to have. And I have my own kind of stories that are coming out soon that I'm going to tell you guys about, of how this just works, okay? Because Neville Goddard would always say, when you imagine and feel as if you already have it, that's what creates the outcome of our manifestation. And so again, we want to feel as if we are totally satisfied. It is a complete embodiment of that state. And the details and the visualization, the time before bed is going to be huge in this, okay? And so if we then leave, though, let's say we didn't totally embody it. If we leave, so this visualization of being with our specific person, and we still have the desire to go out and get them, or like in the buffet idea, if we imagine or visualize for this buffet, if we leave that state and we're still hungry, that means we were thinking of the end. Because when you think about something, think about food, right? And so if you were to think of, let's say, someone who's like extremely hungry, imagine you just dangle food in front of their face, okay? That is going to make them hungrier, right? If you just dangle food in front of someone's face, they're hungry, they feel hungrier. But so if we leave this hungrier, if you leave it still desiring, trying to get your specific person or your manifestation, then we know we have not fully thought from the end. Okay? And so again, if you're hungry and you dangle food in front of your face, you get hungrier. And so that's why anytime someone goes into a visualization, an affirmation, something like that, and they feel kind of worse after it, that is the idea and feeling behind it. We're just thinking about that thing. Okay? But we want to think from the end. So allow it to satisfy you in such a way that when you open your eyes, you're surprised you're not there, but you feel fully satisfied in the knowing that you already have what you want. That's the level of conviction I want you to have. So again, something to do right before bed. Give yourself some time to really, because sometimes it takes time to really kind of get into that feeling and get into that state. Imagine the perfect Valentine's Day you could ever want. And again, I know I keep saying this, but allow it to completely satisfy you. And I wanted to include in this video a really, really awesome, successful, amazing success story that just is happening. And so they are manifesting, they have manifested for Valentine's Day. And it's just, I thought it was a cool success story. I want this one for Valentine's Day because it is so perfect. So I'm going to put it up on the screen. And so this was from my email coaching, but so this is what this person wrote. And so think of this awesome, awesome success that they're having. They wrote, we're in constant contact now, and we met yesterday. Our date went great, and then some personal information. Then they wrote, she also booked a hotel so we can spend Valentine's Day together. So this is so awesome. I can't even tell you or go into detail. I know all of the limiting beliefs kind of feel like the same, but this person had just as many limiting beliefs. And it's funny too, because this just shows you how we can totally be our worst enemy. Because even when they were writing this up, I'm thinking like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is an awesome success story. You literally spending the night and the whole day with your specific person on Valentine's Day, but they were still like, no, but I want to be prioritized. So it's really funny how throughout the whole process, we can start to kind of work against ourselves. And even when we're doing perfectly, we can turn it into something else. Like even in my live, someone was like, they texted their SP, they had this divine guidance and their specific person liked it. And they're like, oh, but they only liked it. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute right there. If you're watching this, it's a perfect example. There's no only. You don't just like, the thought of it's only them liking my message is like, you could push that up to anything else. It's only a text. It's only a call. It's only a date. It's only marriage, right? Like it's only kids, right? Like I know, like it gets pretty crazy, but that's how we can actually be against ourselves. And you would look at this success story and be like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. But just know, in my video about how you are having so much more success than you could ever imagine, this is the reality and outcome that we sometimes experience. We feel like we're getting all this success and we could still feel that we're not doing it. But this is awesome. This is fantastic. And so basically, apparently, what I'm kind of getting from this is that this success is even too small for a Kyle August coaching session. So expect great, awesome things, because I expect great things from you guys, because I know for a fact you can do it. I know you have within you, whether you think so or not, you have the ability within to create, to manifest, to have any reality that you want. You can be with your specific person, just like this person is for Valentine's Day. You can too. You are going to manifest within these 48 hours. This is your reality. It's your choice, your decision. Just go into that visualization or journaling or affirmations or whatever it is. And tonight we're going to do it 100% more than ever. You are going to completely be satisfied, satiated in the knowing that you are going to be with your specific person. It's not even you already have achieved it. And so that's the level of conviction, contentment that I need from you. And you're going to have the same exact results as this person, because why not? This is your reality. You're seeing this. Even this person doesn't even like expect, or it's like too surprising to get this awesome level of success. And so again, they had the same amount of, guarantee you, even more limiting beliefs than you're having right now. So don't feel like it's your situation, your story's different. This is a reality that you can have. Live it, breathe it, become it. Your specific person's already, again, like right now, begging to be in your reality. They're pleading. They're like, please, please come into my life. Why would you let them go through Valentine's Day alone? That's just like rude of you, okay? Because they're waiting for you. They've been begging for you. And so you can 100% have it. So don't make your specific person go through Valentine's Day alone. let it satisfy you completely. And I know it's going to feel weird at first because it's like imaginative act. First, it's going to feel like it's pretend, but we're not pretending. You are living that. And it's going to totally change your reality, change your state, and change this Valentine's Day. You're never spending another Valentine's Day alone or single or not content and happy and abundant ever again. I'm going to make sure that happens, okay? But again, remember, don't worry. Take a deep breath if all of this is kind of anxiety inducing, because it's okay, right? Everything is happening perfectly. So if you see the success, you're like, why don't I have it? You already have it, okay? So don't worry, don't compare. Send some love to everyone who's manifesting, and you're going to get the same amount of love back. And which is why I was going to include some of my... there's a bunch of successes. Someone manifested a car in my members section, which is absolutely crazy. I was going to include a bunch of those success stories, but I'm going to save it for another video. So if you guys do want to, on Valentine's Day, I think at 1 p.m. Eastern time, or maybe I'll do it later, depending. I'm going to go live for all of my members. So be there or be square if you guys do want to hop in. Click the link below. Remember to comment down below. I will be with my specific person for Valentine's Day, or I will manifest in 48 hours, okay? If you did have any questions, leave them down below. If you did want to send me a personal question, head over to kyleaugustcoaching.com. That's where you can reach me personally. Again, thank you guys so much for stopping by today. You guys are doing fantastic. You are doing perfectly. I can't tell you that enough. But again, if you want to hop in to the Valentine's Day Live, just become a member. And I've been doing guided meditations. I took a couple days off on this because there was a lot of stuff to do, but I do have a bunch of guided meditations still. I'm going to put one up today, or actually I'm going to put up a couple if I'm still able to. I'm going to put a couple more guided meditations up too today. So thanks again so much for stopping by. I can't wait to see you with your specific person on Valentine's Day, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.